Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. Today I'm going to be discussing red flag number 212, Terminologies of Narcissism. You don't need no fancy degree to understand what the hell happened to you. All you need is experience. Once you experienced it, you are familiar with the behavior. What you didn't know was the terminologies. In order for you to recover, you must study narcissistic behavior. Once you understand the behavior, all your questions will be answered. You see, when you have been discarded, you go into hindsight. Please watch red flag number 146, Hindsight of a Narcissist. Now, when you learn the terminologies, you learn exactly what the hell happened to you. Terminologies are words, names, given for their conduct. When you understand the nature of the words, in other words, how the words originated, you learn exactly what the hell happened. I'm going to break it down to you. And all of this is coming from my book, Once Again, Here We Go Again, this time with the Narcissist. When I finished writing that book, within 4 months, I took another 4 months to study the behavior, to insert into the book for the reader's understanding. Lilith's letter. Baby, I too had the best time ever. Even when I'm writing this, my eyes are weeping because no one has ever done anything like what you have done for me. I was embarrassed to tell you this due to my ego. You have treated me like royalty and I will never forget it. Andrew, I'm crying again because I miss you. I think about you all the time. The passions we share on history events will bring me closer to you because we can relate to each other on so many deeper levels. Honey, I can go on about how you make me feel. You romance me so much without even having sex with me. All I want is to be with you. Thank you, forever. Love bombing. Making you fall in love with them when they have no intentions of loving you. Also known as the idolization stage. Now, I did love bomb this woman, but there's a difference between us. When I love bombed her, when I first met her, I told her that I was going to do what I always wanted to do, pretend I was married, and treat her like how I always wanted to treat a woman. And my intentions was for marriage. She didn't have the same intentions. All she wanted was a good time. Page 216. You know what's hurtful? Lilith and I used to take pictures wherever we went. Whether the majority of our Facebook friends liked them. But I noticed Lilith doesn't want to take pictures with me anymore. What's wrong with this woman? Once while driving her, for no reason, she's calling me a piece of shit. Devaluation. This is where the monster hates you for all the things they claim to love you for. Page 255. Lilith calls me 5 o'clock in the morning at work. I've been seeing someone else. And have that man text me she's in good hands. Discard. This is when the monster leaves you for someone else. What separates the discard, the narcissistic discard, from a normal breakup is the level of violation. The violation is astronomical. Page 257. You know how this will go down for the rest of the night, right? Tyrone will now feel victorious that he's taken away another man's woman, and in his oversized ego, he will continue to fuck the shit out of us. That morning, while I seethe in my rage about all the positions he's sexually putting her in. When she gets home, I'm gonna kill her. Not kill, murder. Kill is too easy. Murder, you feel the pain. Narcissistic rage. This is where a survivor wants to kill their mate. The one thing a survivor has in common with everyone else. They were debased so severely, they wanted to kill their mate. Red flag! It's perfectly okay to want to kill your mate. Just don't do it. Run! Page 267. After this time, Lilith is spending all week at the man's house, leaving me all alone in her house. And I don't know a soul in Houston, Texas, especially for the Easter holiday. I feel like breaking every freaking thing in this house. Furniture, bedroom set, washing machine, bleaching her clothes, red inking the white clothes, everything. I'm so pissed off I'm ready to go to jail. Vengeance. Payback for the monster making a fool out of you. Page 83. First book, What the Hell Happened? Breakups affect every aspect of your life. Everything changes. Nothing had meaning for me anymore. The only time I went outside was when I went to work. When I went to work, I didn't go to lunch. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't shave, I didn't shower, I didn't even shit. I was literally constipated. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. A disorder that develops in some people who have experienced a shocking, scary, or dangerous event. Complex PTSD. Additional trauma to repetitive prolonged trauma involving harm or abandonment to a caregiver or interpersonal relationships with uneven power dynamics, such as the death of my mother. So, while you're stewing and seething in your PTSD, you're a distant thought that crosses the monster's mind. Every now and then when they are with their rebounds. Rebound. Going from one relationship to the next right away to avoid the pain of a breakup and to still feel wanted. When their rebounds are not treating them well, romantic disappointment is called. That's when, and only when, you will be thought of. But it will only be for a fleeting moment. Then after some time, they will contact you with phone calls, text messages, and flying monkeys. Hoovering. This is when the monster attempts to come back to their comfort zone. Page 292. During our closure talk, I didn't agree to come here to speak with you for you to bash me. I came so we could solve this problem. Excuse me? What do you mean solve this problem? I mean with us. We need to find a way to make this transition of this breakup work. I'm thinking to myself, this bitch crazy. Right then and there I knew. Something psychologically wrong with her. Red flag. Triangulation. This is when the narcissist wants to be with someone else, but they don't want to let go of you. They want their cake and eat it too. The monster expects to keep you around until their rendezvous with their new supply is over because it became boring, and then would attempt to come back to you. Run! Red flag. Narcissistic triangulation is where the narcissist tries to have both sources of supply to go to as they need. Money, sex, etc. With enough individuals, it becomes a harem, where a single, often ordinary girl is liked and followed by a bunch of men, 3 or more, who are madly in love with them. The men often fight each other to get the woman's attention. Narcissists don't have just one person to fulfill their needs. They have many. They accumulated throughout the years. Run! This is why almost all the time you find them cheating, it's with someone in the past. Page 325. Lilith. We've all been through pain, and no one is exempt. There's an old saying, it's not how you fall that counts, but it's about brushing yourself off, getting back up, and know how to handle it. Only the strong survives. I'm not denying my relationship with him or denying that part I played. I'm a victim too. Pathological liars. Those that lie without shame or remorse. Flying monkeys. Those that believe the narcissist without utilizing logic. Prime example. How can a narcissist be a victim when the narcissist says, and I quote, I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him. If you wasn't in love, you were going through the motions. If you were going through the motions, you were stringing them along. If you were stringing them along, you were lying about the relationship. If you were lying about the relationship, that's mental abuse. Mental abuse of loving someone is narcissistic behavior. Projection. Narcs pretending you are the narcissist. Smear campaign. Narcs pretending you are the narcissist. These words, terminologies, are some of the basics of what you'll be learning that will help you recover from narcissism. Now, one thing, and most people don't want to hear this, you will never fully recover from narcissistic abuse. I told you, you are never the same after an encounter with these monsters. Let me break this down to you. Drug addicts go to rehab for cocaine. When they come out of rehab, they've recovered from their addiction, but they're not cured. They can never drink alcohol again, even though alcohol was not the primary drug. Same thing with narcissistic abuse. You will recover from the trauma, but you will never love with the same intensity you once loved a narc with. There will always be a part of you that holds back, waiting for someone to change into a monster, ready to run at the first red flag you see. And it's okay to feel this way. That which is forgotten is doomed to be repeated.